It's Week 15 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the Jaguars' creative quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Jags and the Texans, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Foster on first down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This will complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. Johnston, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jaguars' 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Foster.
That's caught left side by Jeudy.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Looking to throw. Foster.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down now, it's Glover, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Foster now to throw on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back to throw. Foster.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Foster.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Johnston. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun. Foster.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Eddie Pinheiro on now.
The wind is at his back here in the second quarter.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Godwin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. Glover.
Down to about the 45. The Jaguars at 5-8, 3 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Godwin. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Looking to throw. Godwin. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say.
There he goes, right side.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Foster. Throw left side complete. That's Shelton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Foster. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shelton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
2nd down and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Foster. Over the middle complete. That's Shelton. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Shelton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Brandon Ayuk
From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake. Godwin. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Off play action. Godwin. He finds his man complete. It's Glover. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now a give, right side. Glover skirts by him at the 35.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 116 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Foster. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Godwin. And that is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Off play action. Godwin.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Glover. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Glover, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Godwin toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Glover. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Foster looking to throw on second down. That'll be caught by Sam Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Foster. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On second down now, it's Glover. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let him get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down, Godwin. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Glover. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on second down. Godwin. This one brought in by Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Johnston. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Foster. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Godwin. And he's got this to Jefferson. And out across midfield down to the 45. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now a handoff up the middle. Glover. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance. On 4th down, Godwin.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Jags first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed, it is not.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, it's Glover. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Godwin. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Hey, we could easily read his mind there. There was just no place to go. Tried to bounce it and get outside on the draw.
Yeah, but the defense wasn't thinking pass. They knew that they were running it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offense.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
The kick is
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Foster, and that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Shelton. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Foster. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shelton. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Foster. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They go play action here on first down. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They give him a gain of 38.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Foster. And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Flush to his right. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Godwin. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. York now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score Might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Foster to throw. To throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Foster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Operating from the gun, Foster. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Wide open receiver complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Foster throwing on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Foster, off play action. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Shelton. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's second and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Set to kick off.
And he'll get it up. 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 53 yards. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea